Danny wrote in. He wants to know, is modern human nature completely shaped by culture and society or by biology and evolution? I have pretty strong feelings that right now, the differences that we see among humans on the entire planet are due to culture and society. Biology and evolution, in other words, genetic differences between people around the world, are responsible for almost none of the differences that we observe amongst people. And there's a really interesting chapter about this in a book I recently recommended called Lessons of History by Will and Ariel Durant. Durant? I think it's Durant.
Durant.
And it points to how a lot of racist ideologies are based on the pretext that there are important differences in terms of the genetics of individuals when it comes to everything from intelligence to whatever else. And the reality is that the genetic differences between all humans are so incredibly minor. And just because two people might look very different doesn't mean that their DNA is fundamentally very different. And I think that the overwhelming difference over for humans, really over the last many thousands of years, have been due to culture and society, not to biology, evolution, or so-called genetic differences.
Right, and even approaching this question, when it came down to biology and evolution, I didn't even consider differences between races as part of that because, of course, at the end of the day, we're all a Homo sapiens, right? And I think culture and civilization are far more important in what makes us human, but those are also an effect of the fact that we have big brains, the fact that we're able to walk upright.
From most of what I've read, and there could be, I don't actually know, like with climate change, I know sort of what's the 99% opinion and what's the 1% opinion. I don't actually know if what I'm about to say is the 99% opinion or the 90% opinion or 80%, but from everything I've read, there have been no significant biological changes to humans over the last 10,000 years that would account for the differences that we see, that it's been culture and society. And of course, medical advancements have had significant impacts upon how people live and how people age and longevity and that type of thing. But that's my understanding. And I don't believe that it's controversial to say that, although maybe people will email me and they'll say, no, David, there have been significant biological changes over the last 10,000 years.
Well, if people take issue with you eating French fries in Belgium, they'll certainly take issue with this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even remember what I was going to say.
Good point. Yeah, I mean, I think you've said it all.
Yeah.
That's, I'm sure someone is going to take issue with what I said. But so to answer the question, go ahead.
Well, the good thing about, culture and civilization are inherent to humans. I mean, I'm sure you can point out some examples of other members of the animal kingdom doing similar things, but we've always associated that as something that's inherently human to us.
Yeah, absolutely. When people talk about what makes humans human, one of the key things that's a really interesting thing is humans have the ability to think about the future in a way that most animals don't. Most animals are able to sort of plan for what they're doing right now. Am I hunting prey right now? Am I seeking shelter right now? And obviously, we have bees who make hives, and it's sort of a planning for the future.
Squirrels who get a bunch of acorns for later.
But a lot of that stuff appears to be more instinctual than anything else. And so the ability of humans to plan for the future in the way that we do is a pretty interesting difference from most animals.
We're so smart, David.
Yeah, it's amazing how smart humans are. Okay, Danny, good question. I think we probably messed up the answer pretty badly, but that's okay. We're doing it. We're taking it as it comes. We've got a great bonus show planned for you today.